So yes, if that intro wasn't enough of a big clue to prove to you that I am a bit of a Star Wars fan, I have been tracking 2 sets for at least 4 months. I've been tracking them now since they came out in the summer, and I will show you what they are right now. These 2 sets right here are the worstly reviewed Star Wars Lego sets of all time, in my opinion. 1.6 stars and 1.2 stars. That's an awful pair of reviews. But the builds themselves look alright, and for me as a minifig collector, they are worth adding to my collection, and I really want to get some for my entire Star Wars roster of characters. Now, the 2 questioned sets are the Battle of Felucia Separatist MTT tank, most commonly seen in the Clone Wars TV shows and the game Battlefront 2. And then the next one is the Republic Juggernaut clone tank, which is, again, from the games and from the Clone Wars TV series. The question of the set for this video is this one right here. Both of these sets came out, I think, in the summer. They're now both on double points for 24 hours, so probably at the time you're seeing this video, they won't be anymore, so don't rush to buy them on Lego, especially not for the price of $140. Because the piece count is 813 for this one and 976 for this one, which is ridiculous. When the Coruscant Guard gunship set is actually 4.1 reviewed stars, it's 1,833 pieces, and on this Lego Insiders deal, it was actually at £90, which for this set, with Fox and Palpatine and Padme and the build, definitely get it. I've got it in my collection backlog to build one day. These, however, not best. I've seen some people review the builds, and even though they visually look nice, practicality-wise, they're meant to be very flimsy and unreliable, so that's why I didn't jump to buy them, and the reviews speak for themselves. But I really am after this one in particular in today's video. And the reason for that is, if we jump over to Smith's, they've got both of these sets on a reduced price. This one being £118, which is the MTT. This one coming down at £108.99. The reason why this £108.99 has sold me on one of the 2 is because when we look at this maths board, which is probably some of the most higgledy-piggledy looking things, so I'll work you through it. Normally, how I like to look at it is if a set is 25% off, you go for it. So take the value of your set, minus 25% on your phone or calculator. If it's 25% off and you see it in a shop, buy it. Day one, whatever the case may be. It's in a shop, it's in a random shop, toy shop, Argos, Smith's, wherever you see it. If it's a set you've been hunting, it's 25% off, buy it day one. So for both of these to be considered 25% off, they'd have to come in at £105, which none of these 2 do. This one's the closest, but this is where it gets even better. So basically, you can also try and do a 20% off if you need a little bit of persuasion to go for your set, but even then, they'd both have to be at 112. This one isn't. This one's under 112, so it's well within our 20 and 25% off price threshold that we're telling ourselves. Also, double points is a good idea. For these sets, however, I wouldn't recommend going double points on them because they're just not that worth it. That's more for like your really big sets, £300 sets, £200 sets. Get one of them on double points day and you're laughing. You get £20 cash back in points anyway if you get it on double points. So definitely this isn't a double point situation. This is find them on the lowest priced reductions in shops and third-party retailers like Smith's if you're in the UK. So the Juggernaut tank at the moment is £31 off its original RRP, which is really good. And then when you actually look at this, Smith's has got a Black Friday sale of their own happening that finishes on the 23rd. At the time of you seeing this video, it's currently the 22nd, so we've got literally 24 hours to make a decision on this. But if I purchase this tank from Smith's today before the 23rd of November 2025, I'm going to be able to use their Black Friday promotion, which is £5 off when you spend £50 and £100 you get £10 back if you spend 100. So if you spend 50, you get a fiver off. If you spend 100, you get a tenner off. So when you look at this being £108.99, it hits it right at that threshold where we're literally, because of that £8.99, we're able to knock this set down with the Black Friday promotion to £98.99. So basically £99 set. And considering 99.99 is kind of the Smith's lowest that we see these big sets fall down to, that is a go-to. To see a set that should really be retailing you at £140, to get it for 99 is a massive, massive deal, because we get the calculator out here. We do 140, take away 99, and we've saved 41 quid. And even better for you guys who are watching, who might want this build, but you're not really bothered about the clones or whatever, I'm going to put this on Vinted. I'm going to do the sealing and unboxing thing that I do, where I get my craft knife out and I retrieve my characters. And then what I'm going to do is whack the build up on Vinted at like a low price. Even if I sold it for 30, even if I sold it for 40 on Vinted, I've literally, everyone's a winner. I get my minifigures to add to my collection. Someone out there gets the build for really cheap, because ain't no way anyone should be paying £140 for this build. 40 quid maybe, we can talk about 40 quid, but 140 quid, absolutely not. So I get to save you guys 100 quid, and I get to get the set and the minifigures that I want for a lower price, and everybody's a winner right before Christmas. So the next thing I've got to do now is literally get 2 Smiths and see if maybe one of these bad boys is on the shelves. Follow me to Smiths. Let's go. Here we are in the fluorescent aisles of Lego. Oh. This word is all over the place in Smiths right now, and that's a good day. So have at it and fill your boots with some Christmas shopping. If there's a loved one in your life who deserves a Hogwarts Express, tell them it's tough because it's not on sale. But they're all retired, so if you want to get one of those Santa sleighs, they're pretty good. But I'm here for this bad boy. And using the new promotion, I'm going to get £139.99 down to £108.99, and then I'm going to get a tenner off. Where's the sign that says the tenner's off? Oh, there it is. Proof in the pudding, my friends. Labosh.